Hello, can test. Alright, we're gonna fix this. Let me stop this stream. Alright, let's see. Settings. Okay, it's not giving me an option, so we'll do it this way, guys. Hold on 1 second here. Good morning, everyone. Oh, that's cute, hamster. How is everyone this morning? I'll turn down the lo-fi music in a minute. Alright, it won't let me fix this, so... Alright. Now let's see here if it does. If it fixed it here real fast, and then we'll get to the video, guys. Move my keyboard out of the way. Yay! Okay, cool. We're fixed. So the first thing that you're gonna do, guys, for those of you watching, you wanna go to Google and you're gonna type in. You can type in template, you can type in cross-stitch letters, it doesn't matter. You're going to want to find something that you like. I went with basic letters for my hat because it was conveniently easy. As you can see here, they may not show up as well in this light, but I did them again. There. And if you're wondering what the inside looks like, it looks like that on all my projects, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So you're gonna want to find okay, so you want to find some letters that you like, and you're gonna want to transfer those letters to graph paper. So okay, we're gonna turn this down, guys, so you can hear me. So you want to find some letters that you like and transfer them to graph paper. So any of these will do. You can even do these if you get skilled enough, or if you feel confident enough, you could do those. But for this example, I'm just gonna do basic letters. So we're just gonna do a basic, we'll say a C, because I've done a C before. And their C is 4 down and... Okay. So you can be as perfect as you want to. You don't have to be detailed, but as you can see here, there's my C. I just quickly did it. I've got others that I've done that are super detailed and other things, but this is my aunt's hat. She hand knitted, and I looked at hers because she gave it to me for Christmas. And I was like, so that's how you do it? I've been doing it wrong the whole time. So don't feel bad if you feel like you've done it wrong. So for the sake of our example, I'm using this Hobby Lobby thick yarn that I had bought for a hat project for some family members, but it ended up not working out. Can you guess what football fans they are? Alright, so we're going to make a slip knot there. If you don't know how to make a slip knot, the easiest way for me is take my yarn, fold it over like so. And then all I do is, once I folded it over, I twist, pull through, and there we go. I guess I'll show it again. It's I fold like so, wrap it around my finger, twist, so that it's got like a tie, pull through, and tighten. And if I don't like it, there you go. And for some reason I feel like, oh, I'm wasting so much yarn, I can always undo it and do another one. The other easy way to do it is you can wrap some yarn around your finger and make like a pseudo knot and pull. So we're going to do some orange on white here, or yeah. So for this example, we're gonna go, because my letter is too wide, I always, well, it's not too wide, but I always count my letters. So what I'll do is I'll take like, and I need that there. I'll take another utensil, but I don't have one on me here, so it's okay. We'll mark out, so we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know this letter is 4 letters wide. As you can see here. So I always count even the empty spaces at the bottom, or the white spaces. So like if your letter has like a gap in it, like the letter N, the M, the P's, the R's, count those gaps, because they count as part of the letter. Because if you're spelling out like a phrase or something for somebody, that's fantastic. Like you're spelling out I love you on a hat or something, or I love you 3000, then what you're going to want to do is count in all those gaps between letters and the spaces between letters, because that tells you if you have the right size loom that you can fit all this on, or if you do not. You can always stack letters, like stack words, but for the sake of this, you're just going to want to loom knit however you want to start out. So we're going to do 4, 5, 6. So we're just going to start with 6. Yeah, we'll just go all the way around. It doesn't bother me. Because I don't own any flat looms at the moment. I donated them all years ago, and I regret that. They were the Nifty Knitters. But I donated all my looms, and then they got redonated. I donated them to a nonprofit school for young adults with learning disabilities, and they got rid of their art program. Very sad. But this tutorial also works with shapes. So if you wanted to do fun things like a heart, you could do a heart this way. There are probably other ways. Like in one of the groups I'm in, it might be the Loom Knitting for Beginners, that you see somebody with a mega giraffe quilt looking thing, or blanket. I'm not sure how she did hers, but this is how I do my stuff. So it's up to everybody and their individual selves. Oh, this one. No, we'll just fix it like that. It'll be alright. If you found that you've missed one, don't worry about it. Like you missed a peg, you can just pull it over like that, and I've had no problems with it looking funky. Just don't do it too often. So if you're new to loom knitting, welcome. It is a fun thing to do. It's easy to do in the car while waiting at the doctor's office. Man, let me tell you, you can just rip this out and have fun with it. I sit at home and do it. You know, I just sit, watch Law and Order or whatever show's on. So we're just doing a basic knitting stitch on the loom. If you would like, guys, you can request another song I may not see it. You can hit me up on Facebook under my post and Loom Knitting Beginners, telling me I don't like the music. Can you change it? It is lo-fi music. It's quite relaxing. Alright, so we're just gonna say we've got our first row here. So now we're gonna start with our second row. We want our C to be pretty darn visible, guys. Like, we want it right at the front of that, because let's say your name is Catherine with a C, which that's my middle name. Or maybe your name is Cindy, or God forbid they named you Karen with a C. Or maybe you're a California fan, maybe you've been to California and you wanted to make a hat for it while you're there. I don't know, but whatever the reasons. So you've made your slip knot with your orange, or your whatever color you're going to use, it doesn't matter. So you're going to have 2 yarns going at the same time. My suggestion is keep one at the bay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 with the white. It doesn't, because the project I was working on last time, I had a gap in between the words, like the letters. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because I've got this right here already started, I'm going to knit these and knock these out of the way, so that way I can move the white out of the way and say goodbye to it. And then what you're going to want to do is, okay, so I'll say that I've got on my letter C here, and we'll draw it again so you guys can see. Oh, you can't see there, okay. We'll do it so you can see here. Okay, that's not that good. Okay, we'll try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's 2. Then 1. Then 2. Then 1. So then we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. So any extra space that's considered empty is gonna be your main color of your project. So it's gonna be in this instance, it's gonna be white. So we'll say that the 3 here, so we'll say that this is 1, 2, 3. So this is my third, 2, 3. Okay, so we've already done 1 white. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the orange. So the orange comes behind and leaves that long strand, and that's what you want. So you want 1, 2, and then you're gonna do 1, 2. Well, if I can get it to go, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to hold the yarn with your hand like so, or however you can hold it, so that you can see the yarn sitting back there like that. And that's what you want to see. And then yarn over. This project does consume a lot of yarn, which is fine. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep knitting all the way around till you get to your next row. To the next row with your white. If you have more letters, then you follow the same thing with more letters, where you extend out the orange so that it goes across to make the next letters, because that's what you want to see. Is this right here? That's what you want to see. That means you've done correctly. Because on the inside of this hat, that's what you see, is all those excess strands, and it's fine. The hat still stretches just as good as any other hat, but that's what you're looking for. So there's long strands. Okay. And you may think, well, this yarn, the other yarn's going to get in my way, it's going to bother me. You can just shove it out of the way. Just say, get out of the way, yarn. I don't want you here right now. Or I don't need you. And that's okay. Alright. So now we've got our second row here coming up. And I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna flip and do that. So now looking at my letters, I know that this gap where I would do 1, 2, 3 whites, it's been taken out. So I'm only do 2 whites, 1 orange, 2 whites, 1 orange, 2 whites. So it's white, white, orange, white, white, orange, white, white. But first, what I'm going to do is go ahead and knit all this row. And you can do this on a smaller scale too. So if you have a flat loom, you could do little squares of letters. Maybe for examples to show friends and family if they wanted a hat with their name on it. You could do any letters you wanted to as long as you practice at it. You could take it apart, start over. I would suggest when you're practicing, use cheap yarn, even if you hate it. Use some cheap yarn. It's not gonna kill you for practicing. Oh, and for examples, like stuff like this, if you're worried you're gonna mess up, you can always use cheap yarn. For like examples, you know, always pull mine down. That way I get a better image. Alright. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this off. Get under there. There we go. And then we'll pop off these. So that's a naked hook. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we know that we normally start out with 3 whites, but we're going to start out with 2 because we're on the next one. Okay, I'm going to shove those down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we say 1. One, 2. Then we're going to do those. Okay, then it's, oh, it's not too orange, excuse me guys, it's orange. And it's 1, 2 whites, yep. So it's white, white. Okay, I did this backwards, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, we're going to take this off because I messed up here. I looked at it wrong. Alright guys, so then we've done my orange there. That's what we want. So it's white, white, orange, white, white. Had to think about it for a second. And then orange. And so again, you're going to see all of that in the back there, and that's totally okay. That's what you want to see. Your orange is still going to be way back there. Okay, and you want to make sure that you don't let your yarn drape over this, because then when you knit, it's going to be hanging over, it's going to be messed up. So you always want to make sure your yarn's hanging back here, guys. So we're going to go around the bend. Again. I swear if my long hair gets in any more projects, I'm going to chop it off. I hate that. I swear. Long here gets everything. Every one of my projects. It's annoying. Okay. So if you ever have any questions about loom knitting, maybe you want to learn something, you don't know how, you don't understand, just hit me up on Facebook. And I will be happy to answer your questions as best I can to my abilities. And we can learn together. Because that's all about the joys. Alright. Because it's always good sometimes when you can learn together. Okay, so now we're on this row. We'll say row 3. Okay, so this row I know I need white, white, orange, and then white all across. And you're going to do the same thing with this row. And then you're going to repeat row 2 here. So it's white, white, orange, white, white, orange. And then white, 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 orange, orange, white, white, and so on and so forth. And so as you come along, you can kind of see down there, but not really. So we're just gonna okay, so now I need, we'll let all this excess hang down to here for now. So it's white, so we did our 2 whites. And then our orange. And this C may be backwards. So I'll tell you that if you're knitting, guys, and you want to do your letters from going left, well, going from left to right, then you're gonna need to start backwards. So you'll start with whatever letter is last, and you're always gonna start from the bottom up. So if your letter C is last, then you'll start with C. I mean, you could go either way, but I would highly suggest, like, in my instance, my letter was an R. And so in my instance, since my letter was an R, there, I started from the bottom of the R and made my way up to the top. And as I went, I took each row as it came, and when I finished it, I would mark it off. So that way I knew completely that I had finished every row. Alright, here we drop my tool, but we can grab that. One of the cool things about a lot of things. Okay, so now we've done our 2 white. So now I know I've done my orange. Okay, and I make sure that my orange is always tucked behind the pegs here. Then I do 2 white. Alright guys, again I will recap. Oh god, my audio went out there. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Again, I'm going to recap for you guys. This is what you're looking for. Is this right here. That's what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. I messed up on that part because I did something, because I only did one letter, not a continuous flow, but this is what you're looking for. And on the underside, you're going to see this ribbed, or this. That's what you want to see also. Because even when someone knits with needles, you're going to see it there. That's what you're looking for, guys, is this lined. And again, you're going to see it here on this project. If you're worried about that, I would say however long you want to make the project, double that, so times 2. And then once you've times 2 on your project, you can take your double length, knit under, or fold it under so you don't see this part, and then tight and go from there. So you're gonna go, you can get graph paper. I printed mine because I didn't have any, but you'll want to go to the interwebs here. Google is what I use. Don't matter what search engine you're going to use, it doesn't matter, I guess. You can search for, I search for cross stitch letter template. You can take out the template and hit enter and then get all sorts of letters, it doesn't matter. Letters don't matter. But once you find some that you like, which I like these here, for basic templating, I can then take my graph paper and draw out the letters so that they match. So like the T is 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, ignore that one, that's not there. So then what we got is we got a T. So yeah. And then you want to draw out your letters. If you're spelling a long word, I would go this way on your graph paper so that when you turn it, you can see it. So it's landscape and not horizontal. So you're gonna want to see it that way. And you're gonna start from the bottom. And I started from right to left. So I went from this direction. So I came from here and I went that way on mine. And then I started from the bottom row. So some of you might be lost again if you're just tuning in. And my printer doesn't handle graph paper that well, so we'll say we're gonna spell love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll say 4 across. And then we're going to leave one gap. We always leave a gap. So then I know that, okay, to leave a gap, if I'm going to leave a gap, one gap of letters here so that I've got the gap of whiteness there, then I'm going to go and I'm going to say, okay, my O is 4 tall, or 6 tall, and 2 wide. So that I know that I leave the gap and I start with the left side of the O going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, but we want it to be level with the O, so we're going to do this. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4. Okay, then we're going to say be level. We'll say there's my blank spot. And then let's see here. There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so then I've got this empty gap here. Okay, then we're gonna draw a line here. You don't have to draw the lines. I leave the lines blank. And then we'll say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a V. And again, I'm just doing this to show you the blank spots of the letters. And then the E. Now my E was different. I just found these letters because they're easy. So let's see here. 1, 2. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, I know that looks kind of weird, but I would do it with pencil, and I would shade in every square with pencil. Okay. Once you've got that drawn out, or your template drawn out here, you can see that it roughly spells love. It's not perfect. You're going to want to count, starting with this one as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you know that your word is 20 wide. Okay? You don't want to remember that because you're always going to want to leave. That gives you room around so that you know that each white space, or any color that isn't marked, is going to be your main color of your hat. So that could be whatever color you want, purple, blue, black, whatever color you want to do, green, orange, whatever. And then you want these dots are going to be your accent colors. So whatever color it is, like in instance on this one, the colors or the accent colors of the dots are going to be the orange. And then you're going to start from the bottom, and you're going to do, in this instance, it's going to be white, orange, 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 white, white, orange, white, 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 orange, orange, white, white, orange, 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 white. So you're going to want to make sure that you can do row by row. So once you finish one row, you can check it off until you've done every row. Counting how many you've got here is good also, so that you know you're using the correct size loom, and that you don't just start wildly doing a project and then you realize my word takes up 38 spaces, and oh no, my peg's only got 36 pegs. Well, you're short 2 pegs, honey. Now you gotta start over, or you gotta find a larger loom or figure something else out. This peg here is 36 pegs. Luckily my work was 33 or 32, so I had extra. I always make sure that I have extra. You can always scale down your letters to fit, so that you can have less to fit. You can also use this tutorial for fun things. You can go here, and if you say, well, I don't want to do letters, I want to do a heart. Well, you can find all sorts of heart templates. Perler bead templates are the best thing to look for. But you can find hearts. You can do shapes, anything you want to. These milk things are cute if you're gonna do a kawaii hat. Some people are more detailed than others, so you could get as detailed as you wanted to with it. There's a Harry Potter. You could do patterns. You can do cross stitch patterns. You name it, you could do it. You could get as detailed as you wanted to. But what's a lesson to you is start out simple. Don't go that far. Besides finding yarns to match all that color, it's going to be hard. So I would suggest starting out small with letters, numbers, maybe a heart. You could do a simple shape, maybe a sun. You could do something simple. I would suggest simple. And then once you feel comfortable getting up there, try something bigger. But practice doing simple things. Because the simple, the better. So practice. I would practice starting with 2 colors, so your main color and your accent color. And then little by little work your way up into more colors. So practice doing 2 and then work your way up. And good luck, guys. If you have any other questions, hit me up on Facebook. And I'll be happy to answer all your questions. Enjoy your morning. And happy crafting.